Welcome back to coverage of the new Capenna Championship. I'm Ailey Lodi alongside Corey Baumeister, and we have more spots to fill in the top 8 as well as the World Championship, but these two fellas don't have to worry about the second part because they already qualified. We're going to check out Zachary Kiihne versus Simon Nielsen, Golgari Food, Selesnya Humans. What do you think of this matchup, friend?
Yeah, so Golgari Food and Selesnya Humans are two decks that are very much targeting Izzet Phoenix. You know, I think both these players had it in mind that that was going to be the most popular deck. Now they're not playing against Phoenix, so it kind of goes, how is their deck against the rest of the field? Turns out Golgari Food also has a pretty good time of dealing with creatures, so you got to give the advantage here to Zachary Kiihne.
Oh,
but maybe
sure.
not with that hand. not the strongest Golgari Food hand.
Yeah, this leaves a little to be desired for sure. But on the other side of things, Simon Nielsen's start looks quite good. We'll hope to find the third land, but having that Thraben Inspector down, we'll be able to go digging with that clue token if we don't find land number 3, which arrives as intended.
Absolutely. Gilded Goose and Thraben Inspector, very similar cards, you know, very much powerhouses from their time. Thraben Inspector maybe hasn't been as powerful as it was in the past, but still a great Magic card.
Oh, good draw here. Blooming Marsh off the top here for
huge.
Zachary Kiihne. Cauldron Familiar hits the battlefield and now has the option to either Bone Shard something or just Deadly Dispute away this here Kato with the help of the Gilded Goose for the second mana.
Yeah, I think the choice here is, do you want to go and block something from Simon and then with, you know, before damage, Deadly Dispute, whatever you blocked with, or do you want to try to get rid of one of these cards? Neither of these are really problem creatures that you really look for in the matchup. Skyclave Apparition being one, you know, Thalia, all those other kind of tricky cards that we saw be good against Luis Scott Vargas last round. So I think I like the Deadly Dispute play to try to get your feet set, try to find Trail of Crumbs, try to find Oven, and, you know, assemble the trifecta that Marshall and Paul were putting in so elegantly that you just don't lose when you combine them.
Exactly right. And you mentioned Skyclave Apparition, which Simon Nielsen's found. And, you know, at this point, he might be going, hell yeah, I get to catch a cat. Nope. Nope, not this time around, because Deadly Dispute will prevent the Skyclave Apparition from hitting. But let's see how this turn plays out as we do move to combat here. And we're just going to pass straight through and say, oopsies. Here comes the Skyclave.
Interesting. I guess, yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, because if you attack with Thraben Inspector, you know, Zachary Kiihne would have the option to sack Cauldron Familiar and then sacrifice that treasure to make Ravenous Squirrel a 3/3.
Yep. And that would open up the door for Skyclave second main phase to pick whatever remains in the battlefield.
Yep, exactly. So a really nice patient play there from Zachary. And here we go. Do you play Collected Company that can't miss, Collected Company that sometimes miss, or the removal spell that for sure is going to hit?
Well, you say for sure, but there's the same situation again with Deadly Dispute, a treasure now, and the mana open to just, you know,
exactly. I think that's why that's where I'm a little bit more inclined to Inquisitor's Captain, unless there's some kind of weird block here that threatens some of my creatures. And if we don't see anything like that, you know, where we're not trying to push through a lot of extra damage, maybe you just do wait until Zachary Kiihne's end step, fire off one of those Collected Companies, and then Inquisitor's Captain to just hopefully put 4 creatures onto the battlefield.
Sounds like a good plan to me. Fatal Push off the top of the library for Kiihne. He's going to be happy to see that. Also has a Meathook Massacre to clean up all these humans. And like we've mentioned, this deck is super good at keeping the board clear of any other threats.
Oh, absolutely. And the hook brings you back. I am not telling you any lies when it comes to that card bringing you back into the game.
Yo, that's a draw.
Woo.
Hello. Good job, Coco. You did it.
Yeah. The only person that can hit two creatures off Collected Company so far has been Simon Nielsen, at least the matches that we've been covering together.
He's the Collected Company whisperer, I'm telling you.
I guess so. Yeah. Doesn't really whisper, though. We know he sings very loudly to himself, so yeah.
Well, we don't know it's loud, do we?
That's a good point. That's a very good point, actually, yeah.
Anywho, let's see what Coco Light can find, or I don't know, Coco Max. Anyway, Inquisitor Captain. Let's go looking for some dudes. foods. What do we find? Ooh,
Okay.
Ranger Captain. Hell yeah, let's freaking go.
Yeah, pretty nice
That'll
there.
find
That
us
is
another creature.
Yeah, only Simon Nielsen has collected company into 3 creatures here. Inquisitor's Captain into Ranger Captain into another thing. Pretty nice here. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Dauntless Bodyguard can protect. It doesn't protect against a Meat Hook Massacre, though. So,
Yeah, not
with that in
really.
mind, does the decision change?
Yeah, I think now that's probably on Simon's mind is just how do I best play around Meat Hook and try to get
I
it
don't think
to
so.
as big as possible. And that Thalia's Lieutenant is out of range unless we were to see a top-decked Phyrexian Tower. I guess that doesn't even do it because of the Thalia's tax. We would be one short. Yeah, and there's only 1 food. So yeah, we're actually quite a ways away from trying to Meat Hook Massacre for 6. So that's got to be kind of taken off the table for Zachary. Just be like, okay, that card will live. I have to just deal with everything else. And step 1 is killing Ranger class or Ranger Captain of EOS so that you can for sure still cast Meat Hook Massacre.
Yep. And we have to, if we want to try and clear up most of this board, we need one of these geese to survive to use the food to Meat Hook Massacre, but also with attacks, I mean, we're just going to have to go for, for 3 here, if that's even possible.
Yeah, right here it is, giving an oops there, but this seems pretty good still, right? Because the food, you can Meat Hook for 3 and now for 4. Could have already did it for 3, so, Zachary didn't actually need this. And here, look at this, Ailey. It looks like we're able to Meat Hook for 3 and then Bone Shards, discard your Colony Garden to deal with Thalia's Lieutenant and deal with the entire battlefield here. Okay. Yeah, with that treasure.
Lovely.
Yep. No big deal.
Oh. Owie, 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 it hurts. Bone Shards!
Yeah.
Let's go! We're gonna chuck some stuff away, Luris in hand to bring it all back next time. Well, one thing back. But there is a board gone.
Completely
Absolutely
gone.
demolished.
And, looking at how this stands right now, Simon is picking up a card with that clue. That was a nice draw here.
Jeez,
I
Simon,
was just going to say...
what are you feeding this deck?
No kidding. I was going to say, even with Meat Hook Massacre on the battlefield and cleaning up, leaving Zachary at 18 and a Luris to bring something back, Simon's still ahead because of that Skyclave to deal with Luris.
Unbefreaking-leavable, I must say. Gilded Goose, Squirrel, there's a cat in the graveyard, so that can come back and make the squirrel bigger. Jeez. It's insane.
Yep. And I want to remind everyone where these 2 players are at in the tournament. Both in the World Championship already. Zachary Kiihne at 11-2 record. Likely already in this top 8 as well. But Simon for sure needs to win at least 1 round and probably has to win 2. So Simon is the one who really has something huge still on the line. Zach, of course, would like to just lock it up and not have to care about tiebreakers and not have to worry about that as well. But a lot of pressure on Simon here.
Yeah, keep your fate in your own hands. Don't have to rely on other people's performances. As we're going to see Kitty Cat jump into action, jump in the way of this Inquisitor Captain, Thalia's Lieutenant. We'll get in for 2. And don't forget Catilda Dawnheart's other ability. She can make these creatures very, very big indeed. As we'll see the Skyclave Apparition come on down and get rid of Luris of the Dream Den.
Absolutely. A nice little card here as a late game mana sink. To be able to attack and then just boost everything. Trail's a big draw.
Excellent stuff here. Zachary finding what he needs. Let's see if the top of the library plays nice here. Doesn't look like he's going to get the cat out the graveyard just yet, though.
Yep. Deciding to wait a little bit.
Oh, come on. Simon.
I mean, honestly, pretty soon we got to count. Is there enough creatures still in the deck that Inquisitor's Captain actually goes off? It doesn't always go. Okay, it still went this time.
Oh
my!
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous.
Wow.
Wow. A word I love in the English language is flabbergasted. Right now, that is me.
That is you, huh? Fully flabbergasted. I have to agree. I mean, Simon, even drew a decent amount of lands, but just has been throwing haymakers at Zach turn after turn after turn. And honestly, as we've seen, over that 3-round stretch where we had Is It Phoenix First Food, The only way to beat this food deck, it seems, is to really have one of these just absurd draws, and you're not even guaranteed a win. You just have a chance at that point.
Unbelievable. Oh, okay. All right. All right. You survived and rebuilt after one meat hook massacre. Can you do it again, Mr. Nielsen? We're going to find out. As we still have to, well, maybe don't even have to block this damage. We can just leave our dudes and...
Okay, as it stands, it looks like it's pretty important to add or create a food with Gilded Goose, and then top deck a land to be able to meat hook for 5 so you can get Thalia's Lieutenant out of here. Oh, but that block was super punishing because of a Ganjo.
Oh, yeah. It hurts. Only 6 points of damage coming through, down to 12. Meat Hook Massacre will still go off, and there is one in hand there.
Oh,
and a Phyrexian Tower! Free mana! Woo! Let's bring the cat back, let's chew on it, and then let's meat hook the entire board.
That was insane. Because that Gilded Goose blocked, you know, that was the surefire way. If Zach top decked a land, to be able to meat hook for 5, Zach, that is unreal. If Zach would have, or I guess it didn't even need it. This is still just a meat hook for 5 to clean up the whole battlefield. What a draw.
My goodness.
Unreal.
Good grief. All right, goodbye, battlefield. Nice to know ya. That's a lot of ouchies. That's a lot of life gained.
And honestly, goodbye, you know, any deck beating food if we're only looking at today. Today it has just been a clinic with this Golgari food deck. It's just been unreal. Whenever you think they're completely done, they're back.
Oh my gosh. Jeez, like the rips off the top. Unbelievable stuff from both sides, but Golgari food, 2 board wipes, too much. As both players take a look at their sideboards, Zachary is happy, he's good to go, locked and loaded. And Simon Nielsen has work to do here, friends.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Marshall and Paul are just like, not even surprised anymore. They're like, yep, that was what was gonna happen. They're just both saying, of course, you know, and
Yep.
It
Always
was foretold. Yep.
All right, let's go. Game number 2. This is round 14 of the new Capenna Championship. If you're just joining us, man, you have missed some great magic today.
Yeah.
I hope you'll go back and check it out. But we are just 2 rounds shy of determining our top 8. So don't go anywhere. Get comfortable. Grab a snack and a beverage, and kick up your feet. Enjoy the magic as it happens. Let's take a look at these opening hands here, Corey.
And if you know, don't want to go get any snacks or anything, we got plenty of food here for you as well. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can share. The squirrel might not, though. He's quite ravenous.
Yes, absolutely. And very good hands from both players here. Simon is missing a couple things. You know, you got plenty of 4s, so missing a 3-drop, missing land number 4 to make this hand, you know, absolutely perfect. But Zachary's hand is nice. That is a really good one. It's missing a few cards as well, but a very good start.
Yep. Thoughtseize taking a squiz, and there's basically 3 collected companies in hand there.
Yeah.
For Simon Nielsen, but is going to get rid of the green one this time. Oh, come on. And he just picks up another one. Unbelievable.
I don't know if Simon necessarily even wanted that, though, to be fair. A land or a 3-drop probably would have been a little better.
Hey, he's got one more draw step. Watch, he'll just find it now.
Yeah,
Easy.
3-drop into 4-drop. Yep, calling it.
Wait for it. There it is. Nope, never mind. JK.
Unfortunate.
Just kidding. But still, his turn 4 onwards is going to look pretty darn dumb as we are getting set up here on Zach's side of things to get this nice little combo going with Goose, Trail of Crumbs, and a Ravenous Squirrel to boot.
Yeah, absolutely. Putting a lot of material on the battlefield this turn.
There's the 3-drop. Just one turn.
It was one off. They were
totally
switched. Fine. They were switched. Otherwise, Simon's draw would have been perfect.
Adeline is such a cool card. I really like that one.
So good with Thalia's Lieutenant. It is such a combo.
Oh, it's nice. Speaking of, Thalia's Lieutenant's gonna get... Oh, come on! This is so funny. I mean, what do you take here? There's so many good options. Like the trail, there's obviously the squirrel's a pain in the butt, but jeez, like...
I thought you meant from Simon's side. I was like, I would have picked Skyclave Apparition. Yeah.
Oh, no. Yes. This choice was kind of made for him there, but sure.
Yeah.
Another goose at the top, courtesy of the goose on the board, making the food, or excuse me, using the food to generate the mana.
So
And I
now
don't
it's
know
a
how much more
question.
Kiihne wants to
Yeah,
commit to the board here, huh?
exactly what I was gonna say. Now it's just a question of how much you want to go. Do you maybe buy Luris? I think that's pretty telling. That like, yeah, you were setting up for a big meat hook, but maybe there's nothing you can really do about it. Looks like just pass and doesn't even. This is interesting to me. Doesn't even play a land untapped. So Zach could have went sack the food the old-fashioned way and then
Yeah.
activate.
Fatal
What
push.
that says to me is Zach is really high on being able to sack both those food to Gilded Goose to be able
Yeah.
to meat hook for 5 if need be in case Simon just goes off again.
Yeah, and I think Simon sniffs out that Meat Hook Massacre.
Yep.
I don't know if he's going to commit anything to the battlefield now.
Feels
Because
like
if
a
there is a
collected
Meat Hook,
company turn.
then
Yep.
yeah, just rebuild with Coco and hopefully not whiff.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see how much restraint Zach's going to be able to have. And I don't think it's necessary this turn. We
Yeah,
are
he's all right for
really
now.
very much missing a Cauldron Familiar from this draw from Zach to be able to continue this amount of value. Oof, that was good. I think we're going to see
Why?
exactly what we saw from Zach before, being able to end step, fatal push, that Ranger Captain of Eos, and then meat hook to make sure the coast is clear.
Yeah. You like counter spells in white? Well, here you go. Have a Ranger Captain, basically.
Yeah, it really is. It's such a strong card.
All right, we're going all in here. We're just gonna dump everything down at this rate, it seems, from Simon Nielsen's side of things. Gotta go fast.
Honestly, Zachary kind of, if I was sitting across the table from him and just kind of, had a vibe of what he was holding, he is showing some weakness by, not really doing anything, but also not playing Luris is a bit sus for sure.
Just a little bit sus.
A little bit.
Now, Catilda Dawnheart Prime would make the rest of the creatures able to tap for, whatever color they're in, so it could get Adeline down, but I don't know, I kind of just want to keep swinging here.
Yeah, I think so too. Just get aggressive as possible. But as it stands here, 4 toughness is easy to deal with.
Yeah.
With this battlefield.
Turn dudes sideways, go!
And now, we'll see how Zach wants to do this. If you want to sack a food to gain some life and then fatal push. If you want to just make a food with these geese. You see Zach being a little hesitant this time by getting somewhat blown out by Ganjo last game, thinking, how many legendary creatures do you have this time? And it's still 2. So Ganjo is actually live on the table here, if I'm seeing this correctly.
Yeah, because the vigilant creatures can tap for mana still.
Oh, that too. Yeah, then it's very much live. Yeah, that's true.
Down to 2. That hurts us.
Okay.
Second main, Talia. How you doing? Oh,
So
go
this-
on. Fatal push. Fatal push it. Do it. Do it.
I think you have to fatal push Ranger Captain of Eos. That
Yeah.
has to be the case.
Or you're super dead. Oh, hi.
There's the
What's up?
hook.
Oh, Simon's gonna be mad. Oh no. Good game. He says he's not even gonna hang around. He's just like, ugh, fine. I guess all my things are dead again, and you gain a butt.
Well, right now it's not there. Zach needs a land. With Thalia, to meat hook for 4, we still need a land. So, Simon's saying that thinking for sure the last card in Zach's hand is a land. It is not. So right now, Adeline could live, which would be good game. Maybe not necessarily the following turn, but yeah, I mean, Zach needs it. Right now, Zach is considering, I would imagine, if you want to just sack a food to give yourself a little bit of a cushion just in case you don't draw the land. Doesn't.
I mean, it's still a lot of life being gained.
It
Don't
is a
forget
lot of
that.
life, but it is not a full-on wrath effect. And, I mean, as it stands now, what really is Zach going to do next turn about it if he doesn't draw land again? So this is... the 1/1 blocker does help a lot, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely does. Here comes Inquisitor Captain. Number, I don't know what by this point. Oh,
At least 10,
what the? Seriously? Look at that. Unbelievable. Inquisitor Captain into Ranger Captain, which is just Captain my Captains everywhere.
Yeah. I would like to never have to play against Simon when he's playing this deck.
No. It's
Playing it
just run
at
away.
such a high level and getting some nice hits off these cards.
Unbelievable.
Now, what do you get? Probably another Esper Sentinel to just make sure it's a 1-mana draw a card type thing.
Mm-hmm. Because what do we have? We need a land to wipe this board completely with a second copy of Meathook, which we don't have right now from Zachary's side of things.
And I mean, Ranger Captain can stop that. So it is really up to Simon. If Simon even wants to give Zach that chance. And if that does happen and Zach doesn't draw a land, the only thing Zach could do is draw a land, buy Lurrus, play Lurrus as a blocker if Ranger Captain goes to the yard. And then with that Skyclave to be able to clean it up, as long as Simon sacks that Ranger Captain of Eos, I don't see a way out of this here for Zach for this game.
Oh no, he is on the ball here, knows exactly what he needs to do to get this game over and done with. All these cards in hand are dead. The food gains some life. We can try and find a creature with Trail of Crumbs. We don't. So that is going to go to game number 3 then, yeah?
So this goes to 12. Adeline is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then just playing the Skyclave will be 12 or top decking a land. So I think it's Xaxes for 12 damage with Skyclave. Yeah. But there's a cost there as well. Unless that Crossroad comes untap and you can just attack with Cave, there's not too much of a cost to that one. If there is a Fatal Push... then, you can untap and Meathook Massacre and Zach can come back into this. So it's not just very easy for Simon. He's got to think about it a little bit, but decides to go for it.
Oh, for sure. And Zachary is holding full control, so feigning that there is something there. Skyclave Apparition is going to take care of one of these permanents, adding to Adeline's power. And now with a big old swing, an extra dude on the board, that is, as you said, Xaxes. We're going to go to game number 3.
Absolutely. All right. Exciting stuff here. We are going to see Golgari food once again on the play. But, after today, I'm just happy to go to game 3 when someone's playing Golgari food. It has just looked untouchable.
Oh, my goodness. These guys have been making us sweat here. Just absolute rips. Unbelievable
the games
stuff
have been so great today and just so great for the set championship. Standard's been awesome. Historic's been great. And we get another day of this for the top 8. We are all very lucky.
Yeah. Can't wait to see who will be in our top 8. Both these players still vying for their spots. A mulligan here from Zachary Kiihne finds a hand with Trail Crumbs and 2 Fatal Push. Not too shabby. That'll come in handy to kill one Thalia Guardian of Thraben on the other side of the battlefield. But ideal start once again. Esper freaking Sentinel into Thalia, into Ranger Captain. What more could you want?
Yeah, an oven. We're an oven away from the trifecta here where, it's so tough to lose. But yeah, I think Zachary Kiihne saying nice was saying nice to us. Like, come on, this is the best hand I got even after a mulligan?
So one problem's dealt with on the battlefield. Now let's see if problem number 2 hits the board here. In Thalia, Guardian of Thraben.
Yep, Thalia, we have a nice little turn here of being able to go Cauldron Familiar, say go. You don't necessarily have to do this now, but then Fatal Push Thalia at Zachary's convenience.
I kind of want to put the cat in the way there because that portable hole scares me as a cat owner. It's like, don't put my cat into a black hole, please.
Yeah, that was a really smart play, too. Also, not Fatal Pushing right away, just in case Simon had another Thalia Guardian of Thraben. Because it's not even that bad because Trail of Crumbs casting 3 is not super detrimental or anything, but it would be annoying. Now Trail's going to cost 2. You bring Cauldron Familiar back and get to trigger it is much better than the former.
For sure. So Trail of Crumbs hits the board. Colony Garden, land for turn, so the cat can come back. And if needs be, in response to a removal spell, there is the Deadly Dispute available next turn. So let's see what Simon Nielsen's turn looks like now. There is 4 lands available, so he could go Inquisitor Captain. But it looks like this portable hole might be called on to nab one of these pesky combo pieces in Trail of Crumbs.
Yeah, and I think the option here is Inquisitor Captain or all of the other things. And you know, I think it is I think it is pretty nice to portable hold that Trail of Crumbs and just get that card advantage out of there. You also just get to put, you know, a solid 5 power into play with Esper Sentinel and Thalia's Lieutenant. So still a strong turn.
This also forces the issue here with Cauldron Familiar sacrificing the food.
Yep.
Oh, we got an oven. Now we're cooking.
Well, we're losing the trail now, so the trifecta was really close to assembling, but now it's farther away again.
It's okay. It's fine. We will survive. We will endure. As Ranger Captain of Eos and Esper Sentinel get a counter courtesy of Thalia's Lieutenant. Kitty Cat's not jumping in the way this time, though.
Okay, game. That's it.
Trails,
GG.
let's go.
We had a good run. Pack them in.
Oh, no. Pay 2? Ew. No,
yeah,
don't pay 2.
2's a little bit too much. Trail of Crumbs. Yeah. And here we go.
I feel like we need a starting gun or something. But still plenty of action in Simon Nielsen's hand there. Inquisitor Captain times 2. An ever-growing Thalia's Lieutenant. What can we find? Ooh, hi. Sure.
I mean, that was a relative miss, you know? I mean, at this point of the game, you're really looking to take away, you know, one of those 3 permanents. Try to hit a Skyclave or something. These are good, of course. I mean, I guess if you Catilda, you can just do this again. Because we haven't played a land yet. I don't think we've played a land yet, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think he's played one. So if it is Catilda plus a land, that's another Inquisitor Captain on the board.
Yeah, but maybe that is just overextending a little bit too much as well, where maybe Simon would just say, hey, I wouldn't really want to do that. But with only 4 lands, you know, it is kind of advantageous here to just kind of go for it.
Okay, just going to hang tight. Inquisitor Captain's going to sit back in case of one Meat Hook Massacre.
Yep, and some of the creatures are still big enough that Meat Hook's not the scariest thing yet for Simon, although it's getting close.
Man, another Thalia's Lieutenant would be just brutal. Also, Catilda's ability to put counters on stuff.
Yeah.
Oy, oy, oy. Things are looking a little nasty here for Zachary. Chucks out an oops there. Oh, more ovens. That's nice.
Another oven. They come in pairs, that's for sure.
Double oven. All right. Another Trail of Crumbs. Another land would have been nice.
Yeah, and I think that's why we're sacking it right now, to just try to find a land. That's really step number 1 of learning this Golgari food deck. Just always be trying to make sure that you make a land drop, and then everything else, you know, is gravy on top of that. So that's kind of step 1. You know, maybe if you're that behind Cauldron Familiar, but yeah, I like just getting Boseiju, making sure you get the land, and now this is kind of one of those setup turns where Zach doesn't have that long with this size of a battlefield. You really do got to find a Meat Hook quick, and with Ranger Captain of Eos, you have a little bit tougher of a situation here.
Yeah. And also, you want to play your instance at sorcery speed, basically, because Esper Sentinel's already gone off, so now is the time to find the things. And the things have been found. The Meat Hook Massacre in hand, and not revealed via Trail of Crumbs. So Zachary could be sitting pretty here to wipe this entire board, along with whatever this Inquisitor Captain finds.
Yeah, I mean, just look at that turn, how it started. Zach didn't have a land, didn't really, you know, only had 1 oven. All of a sudden, you blink once and Zach has double oven, got a Meat Hook in hand, made a land drop. And, I mean, on the other side, though, that is also huge.
Problems, though, with Ranger Captain of Eos once again, causing grief for any non-creature spells. I don't know, I think Zach might just be dead.
I would agree, but I've said that in the past when somebody else is playing Golgari Food, be like, this Golgari Food player cannot possibly win, and then time and time again we're proved wrong, so I'm not saying anything until a life total goes to 0 here.
Good call there, friend. We might see that next attack if this Ranger Captain has his way, but it's attack time now, so let's turn dude sideways and go. That is a lot of damage here. This cat has some blocking to do. How much is coming through? 7, 8, 9?
And are we trying to leave some stuff back so that Catilda could be activated to mess up the math a little bit here? Kind of looks like it, since Giant Killer didn't get in there. Or... no, I guess that doesn't really help out the cause.
-1 point of damage, but I think at this point, Simon's pretty confident. 2 swings will do it. Cat's gonna jump in front of the 5/5 here, no doubt. And on upkeep, we should see the Ranger Captain of Eos sacrifice himself to prevent any non-creature shenanigans.
Yep, so going to be a big turn. Now we're going to see, does Simon, activate that Ranger Captain of Eos to just shut everything down? It would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm playing humans, I'm 100% doing that. There's more than enough power on this battlefield, especially with Catilda Dawnheart down there, so it's my turn. Don't do it, please, says Zachary, and alas, Ranger Captain of Eos says no.
Well, now we have a lot of looks with Cauldron Familiar to not only gain some life, but find a couple blockers. I don't think it's crazy, to think that if Zach was able to find 2 blockers here, there would at least be a chance. The Giant Killer really complicates the math, though. The Giant Killer is actually awesome here.
Yep, because he can just tap down whatever blocker is in the way.
And then tap down the next blocker. During Simon's turn. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna cautiously say I think Simon's got this. But
I think so too, friend. Let's be confident. Simon Nielsen has this game in the bag. The cat is out the bag. He's got no chance. So
yeah, there you go. And this easily could be that winning into this major event that I know Simon has very much wanted for a very long time.
Oh, goodness me. Another Ranger Captain of Eos. I mean, why not? Just go for it. YOLO.
It's like, what do you get at this point? We see this Cauldron Familiar come back. It's going to get tapped down. I mean, we have plenty of damage to finish this off. Simon's just thinking, okay, what if you have 2 fatal pushes? What if you have 3 of them? Running through all the angles here before you hit that beautiful attack all button into a maybe win it in again, or maybe already locked it up.
I mean, the best bet here is the food, because what's that, 3 extra life? So you'd go to 14. Yeah, so it might not be super dead right now.
You can gain 4 total, right? Because you can go to...
Isn't it 3 per food?
Yeah, and then you bring back the Cauldron Familiar, which gains 1. So 12, and then you get it tapped down, though. That's 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15. That's still not enough. That still has Zach at -3 here, if my math is correct. But if there was a fatal push here, that would absolutely leave Zach alive. So Simon's thinking, okay, this game's probably not over on the spot. But even if it wasn't over on the spot, Ranger Captain of Eos to shut down Meat Hug Massacre again would have been devastating to Zach if he was still in this game.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we shouldn't have just eaten both foods there.
There was only 3 mana.
There's a...
Or I guess that is the treasure.
Oh, there's a treasure. Yeah.
Yes, he could.
I still think there were enough dudes on the board, though, so...
Yeah, and then you couldn't bring back Cauldron Familiar.
Super dead. Never mind. Ignore us. Jeez Louise. Simon Nielsen